What a tough match against PSG, right? Kind of disheartening. But we're not out of it yet. We've got a match against Inter Milan, and I'm thinking I'm going to be a little bit sneaky here. Make sure you check out the tactic I used coming up after this. And welcome back to part 2 of the Champions League special with Deportivo Domination. I'm Ahab. Thanks for joining me. And we're jumping right into this match with Inter Milan. And I'm trying something completely weird. We've never run this style of formation. I'll get into it in a second here. But you can see Inter Milan, Esposito, Politano, Almada. I am not familiar with any of these names except for De Vrij, and Bentancur. And maybe Luis Felipe. I'm not familiar with any of these names. So, in the dressing room we go. Telling the team they're expected to prove a point today. Let's give them a little motivation. Exact some revenge. I have faith in you guys. If we can get 3 points tonight and give us 6, that will greatly help our chances in the next stage. Now we're hoping to get kind of like that wild card slot, I guess is what I would call it. I don't know what the official slot is. I don't know if that's built into Football Manager either. We'll find out, right? But my players can adapt to any situation. Ingvartsen's good to go. So I'm going to get ready to play here, excuse me, and then talk about the tactic. So this is what I've done. I've taken our 4-2-4 and I've modified it so that Holland is playing an inside forward on attack over here on the right-hand side. And let me just change this guy to play support. So Edmondson's going to be dropping in. Holland is going to be diving in. Ingvartsen is also getting a start after coming back from injury. This could all blow up in my face within the first 5 minutes of the game. We'll find out very quickly here. Confirm that change. And here we go. Inter gets us started. Hold on, I gotta pause. I'm sorry. Well, I can't pause yet. Interesting. Okay, he kicks it right out 15 seconds into the game. Hold on, now I gotta pause. Hold on a second. Opposition. I thought I saw Ramos in there for some reason. But I guess I didn't. All right. And Ladropoulos gives us a bomb right off the bat into the box. Holland. Yeah, there is a Ramos in there. Who is this? Maybe that's just similar to Pedersen. That's a different name. Cataldi picks up the loose ball. Up to Oscar, who has it cleared by one of Inter's defenders. Ingvartsen. Back to Ruiz, who's running up the wing. Puts a move on. Come on. Crosses it up to Holland. And we're unable to capitalize on that. Garasable picks up the loose ball, and it goes out for a corner. All right, so far so good here at the beginning of the match with Inter, but we're only 3 minutes in. There's a lot of soccer to be played. Oscar puts up the corner, and it's cleared. Cataldi picks up the loose ball. Back to Garasable. Angelari. All the way back to Uzoho to give us a little bit of space. And that ends the highlight. Uzoho taking his time. To Ladropoulos. Over to Angelari. Up to Valor, who's playing an inverted winger on support. Bartson holds up the ball and is stopped. And that is not good. Esposito into space. And that is not going to be a goal because he was offside. Ruiz to Ingvartsen. Cataldi puts it up for Holland, who rockets it. And is that a goal? That is a goal. That is a goal. It was delayed up here showing Esposito offsides. But look at this. Cataldi puts it up. Hello, there's Holland. Slam. In the back of the net. 1-0 over Inter. This is what I expected the first time, but let's see if we can hold this up. Boom. And we're off. Pass into space, and Garasable just picks that up. Back to Ladropoulos. Up to Holland. He's dropping deep. Going in the midfield, which is not where you normally see him. Cataldi. Over to Valor. Valor puts it back to Angelari. Angelari dwelling on the ball a little bit. Over to Garasable into space, who is tackled and loses the ball. Inter clears it to a Deportivo player. Cataldi. Valor. Into space for Ruiz. Here we go. That really should have been hit way before he got close to that defender, but we have a corner. Oscar puts up the corner. Headed away. Angelari. Ruiz. Angelari. They're starting to play really, really tight. And, but we're dominating here. I'm liking this. Free kick forces a, well, that was a poor header on Edmondson's part, I think. Inter in our half, 12 minutes. Politano. Bentancur. Almada. Bunch of back and forth going on here. Into space for Reguilon. And that is a offside. I'm mulling a change in my head here. I need to see what's going on. That's thankfully a miss, but that was wide open space again in the defensive line, similar to the Saint-Germain game, PSG game. Angelari over to Valor in space. Valor dwells on it. Back to Angelari. Back to Valor. Up to Oscar. Into space for Ruiz, who's just sitting on that left side there. Ruiz needs to stop sitting on this. And that is almost another goal from Holland. Ruiz is able to connect with Holland very well here. Oscar puts up the corner. Cleared. Valor picks up the loose ball and is tackled immediately for a throw-in. All right, it's time for a demand more. Long ball in, and it's fisted clear by the Milan goalkeeper. And we aren't able to do anything there. That's frustrating. Back to Garasable, who dribbles, and Holland puts up a solid shot, unfortunately, just off the mark. So what I'm going to do here is take a look at things. We're doing that. Pass in the space. Out of possession. Let me drop this back a skosh. Then we'll drop it back 2 skoshes and see what happens. There we go. All right, 23 minutes, 24 minutes. Ladropoulos with the bomb from the right. Almost a simple header in. The Deportivo team is very spread out in the midfield. Oscar picks up the loose ball there. Holland, Oscar, and Garasable playing a little keep away. All right, great keeping the ball from Deportivo here. Edmondson out wide, unable to do anything with it. And Oscar's putting up the corner. Ugh. It's starting to get frustrating with how many corners we have, I'm not going to lie. I want to see a little bit more dynamism in the box there, because all we're doing is putting these balls up for headers. I mean, Was he getting a coffee or something? He was like 10 yards off sides. Solid passage of play here for Inter in the Deportivo side of the pitch. Great save from Uzoho. Ooh, that was a header off the crossbar, and a Deportivo defender kept that. Let us open things up a little bit here. Let us not focus so much on going out wide. Cataldi heads it. Ooh. That was not good. Inter Milan having solid passages of play here, making up for their lackluster beginning of the first half. I feel like the surprise of the formation with having Haaland come in from the right side is over. Ladropoulos putting up a bomb. Oh! Ingvartsen able to get a foot on that. Still saved by the Inter keeper, though. Esposito passes back to Cristante, excuse me. Zielinski. Ramos. All the way back to the Inter keeper. And Ingvartsen goes chasing. Esposito offside again, thankfully. Woo! Count my lucky stars there. And we are not doing so hot here. Almeida out wide. Loses the ball. Oh, that's a vicious tackle on Valor. Is that a red card? Is that a red card? Yes, it is a red card. Oh, this should be fun. Ladropoulos puts up the long throw. Right back to him. Puts it into the... Valor scores! What a pass from Ladropoulos into the center of the box. It goes straight through everybody. And Valor, playing that inverted winger position with that right foot, sockets that ball home. Nice low pass all the way across, and Valor just dinks it in. What a solid passage of play. Very happy with this. All right, 2-0 with a lot of football left to be played. It's not even the end of the first half. Oh, dear. I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive this. Garasable picks up the loose ball. They've gone to a 4-1-2-1-1 position, or formation. Esposito into space again, and he is offsides again. Yes! I cannot tell you. Ooh. 2-0. I don't know if you've heard me in previous seasons, previous episodes. 2-0 is the most dangerous score line in soccer. All right. Solid back and forth going over there with Valor and Luis Ruiz. They put up a nice cross into the box, and Haaland picks it up. So the one interesting thing about this 4-2-4 that we're playing with here, and that was just a nice ball over the top. Oh, but he's offsides again. Ooh. The interesting thing about this 4-2-4 is that I have the wide attacking midfielders man mark the defensive wingers. Oh, Ingvartsen puts a shot in on goal and forces a save. So what that does is it pulls them out of position, but it makes sure that those wingers aren't sneaking in to where we have nobody covering them, because we only have those two people in the midfield. It's not a 4-4-2, it's a 4-2-4. It's really what it's playing like. All right. Got to give these guys... Don't get complacent. Things can turn around. And I'm going to leave it at that. Actually, you know what? No. There's much more to come from you all. This is what I wanted to see. This is what I wanted to see. Boom. Start that second half, and let's go. Deportivo kicks us off for the second half. And on the front foot, Dropless puts a long ball up for Holland. He's unable to dribble past Regulon there. That ends the highlight. Very solid, close passage of play here. And Ramos making a nice run-in from the wing. Valor's able to grab that. Ingvartsen picks up the long ball. And he's unable to get away from his defender, so he holds it up. Now, back to Ingvartsen in the space. Ruiz picks up the blocked ball. Cataldi. Oscar has a shot. It's blocked. Garasable picks up the loose ball. I'm very excited by this game now. Very excited by this game. Ruiz easily stopped by De Vrij in the box, and we have a throw-in. Ingvartsen, Valor. Ruiz up to Ingvartsen. Crosses it to Oscar, who rockets it in! Second goal of the season for Oscar. There's that long shot attribute coming in from the top of the box. 3-0 Deportivo. A minute and a half into the second. We are off to a good start. Just a solid cross. Nobody's there to capitalize, or correction, nobody's there to confront Oscar at the top of the box, and he just rockets that home with a worldie. Deportivo taking advantage of that red card in the first half. Oof. This is the way we should have played against them in the first match when we were at the San Siro. Ladropoulos with the throw, and Odero, Inter's keeper, picks that up easily. Low clear. And I'm sorry if you just saw something over here. My main workstation just went to sleep and I had to wake it up. All right. Let's just see how these lads... Yeah, Esposito offside again, thankfully. Just had to move my mic a little bit there. I'm sorry about that. Might have caused some feedback. And this is some solid passage of play here for Inter on 10 men. Gonna have to give the team a shout here early on in the second half. Ahab's not happy with him. Holland has the ball easily dispossessed. That is not what you expect from Erling Haaland there. Dropless up to Holland, and that forces a clear from De Vrij. Oscar puts the corner up. Oh, penalty? Penalty. This could make it 4-0. Ingvartsen. Boom. Fourth goal of the season for Ingvartsen. He's been out on injury for a while. I'm happy to get him a goal here. And this is making Ahab feel real good. If we can maintain this differential, this gives us a +2 goal differential and 6 points. That greatly helps our chances of Champions League going into the last match with Shakhtar at home. Or maybe it's like Shakhtar. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. I think we'll beat Shakhtar. Knocking on wood there. All right, and even for using such a high-energy tactic, our guys are in amazing shape here. Cataldi is able to nick the ball, and then kicks it directly to De Vrij. Great. Bentancur bringing the ball out for Inter. Up to Politano, who kicks it into space for Esposito, and that was a solid ball, and that was way too easy. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Concentrate, you... Like, look at this. Esposito, and it's actually off of a defender. Holland over to Valor. Valor taking it up. Ruiz out wide. Runs into the box and is dispossessed by Ramos. This Ramos character is literally everywhere. Great stop by Uzoho. I'm starting to get nervous because Inter's putting together some play here that is just... Ugh. All right, Valor putting up the free kick. Dropolis and Edmondson. A solid goal. Let's just check this out here. Valor, Dropolis header. Drops for Edmondson, who just sneaks it in. Ingvartsen, Edmondson. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, now it's 5-1. What a scoreline. I don't think Inter was expecting this at all when they came to our stadium. Holland. Garasable out wide. Unable to do anything. And our team, look at those ratings for Deportivo. At the moment, just very solid ratings. That was a very weak corner. We got 15 minutes left with stoppage time. Not including stoppage time, excuse me. Man, solid ratings. 7-8, 8-5, 8-1. Ahab's super happy about this. Yes, I'm talking in a third person. Garasable with the ball into space. And it looks like they're man-marking Holland. Oh, you know what? You know what? I'm glad I noticed that. Pause. Holland, buddy? Tackle harder. Get further forward. Roam from position. Drag those guys out of space. Out of position. All right. Zoho over to Garasable. Holland looked like it was a solid ball over the top to, it was going to Ingvartsen, but Inter's defender was able to capitalize on that. And that was a way wide ball. Inter's players are exhausted. Exhausted. All of them are. They cannot handle Deportivo in this match. Cannot handle Deportivo in this match. Ooh. Oh, and on comes Lukaku for Esposito. Solid header from Holland there. And I think we're starting to get tired too, so let's bring on some fresh legs. We've got Cataldi and Valor. So I'm going to put Marchetti in that position because that's what he's there for. And I'm going to make a switch here. How's Holland? Holland is 72. Edmondson. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is bring these guys back. I'm going to put Shibasaki out wide. And that's reinforcing things. Edmondson, you, my friend, are going to play a target man on support because we've got Ingvartsen over there as a pressing forward. Guys, normally I don't recommend making 3 substitutions at once. It is like something you really don't want to do, but I feel the need to do it at this point. I want to hold on to this 4-goal deficit or 4-goal difference and just kind of shut things down here. Garasable to Holland. Over to Garasable. Puts it in for Ingvartsen. And what a... Cataldi comes up with this 5th goal of the season, the 6th goal of the game. A mistake by Inter's defensive line as it allows for Cataldi to come up and just snake that into the bottom right corner here. Look at this. Garasable. Ingvartsen. It was cleared by De Vrij. Cataldi picks up the loose ball, and that's as close to the Fabinho goal against, I think it was City. Was it City or was it Tottenham? I think it was City from this season for Liverpool, as I'm going to get. Not a worldie, but a similar, very similar mistake on the part of Inter. We've got 3 minutes plus stoppage. Anything can happen in soccer. That could be 7 minutes. I mean, that could be some solid goals. Dropless. Short ball into Garasable. Ooh. Ruiz sneaks it across the goal, the face of the goal there, and Edmondson just can't keep it down. Dropoulos to Traver. Traver to Marchetti, over to Gersable. Great passing. Gersable takes a run in, crosses it, and is out for a corner. 2 minutes of stoppage, only a minute and 30 left. Let's go. Let's go. Shibasaki puts in the corner, gets the ball back, and puts in a cross. It's cleared. Bentancur running up the wing. Nice tackle by Marchetti, and we're just doing so well in the box, except for that one mistake that led to the goal. Nice clearance by Angelari. Edmondson picks up the ball and is running wide. Easily dispossessed there by Bentancur. That was kind of sad, honestly. Marchetti tries to rocket in twice and gets denied twice, and that's the game, folks. 6-1. Yes! Yes! And look at that. Our goal differential going into this match was -2, and now we're +3. Now we're +3. How does that compare to the rest of the groups? So we got 6 points with a 3. All right, so we're definitely on top of Zenit, definitely on top of Monaco. That's at least for these games. I mean, I got to give them a passionate. I'm very pleased with the result and your performance. And there's a lot of people I need to talk to here. 8-4. I'm going to go just because we've had kind of a rough run. 8-4, 9. Look at all these. Look at all these 8s and 9s. Look at this. Selected players. Well, I am going to stop the recording here because something is going on upstairs that I need to address. I'm going to come back in a second after the match against Shakhtar and let you all know how we did in the Champions League if we got to the next level. Thanks for joining me for these 2 parts. I'll see you in 1 second.